push out a few videos, or a couple I know, back to back. So let's start on updates. Well, one, you guys, my first year in education is in the bag, done. I am done with year number one, and you know what? It was scary, beautiful, and it was a whirlwind in areas like there were areas I loved. More than anything, getting to know the children, starting to build relationships with them, getting to know their lives, their life stories, what they want to do. Some of them knowing, some of them don't, some of them coming into themselves. I love that aspect of it. I love encouraging them. So I love that aspect of it. It was a whirlwind. Like, I'm not, of course there were some behaviors, but I mean, they're kids, that's expected. Also, I've been in mental health for almost 10 years. Like, this is my profession. I love it. I love what I do. So the behavior part was expected, but like I said, I've been in this field for so long. I can't say that that part was like a hassle or something I wish that, like, oh my God, like you know what you're getting into, or at least after you've done something for so long, you know what you are getting into after. But today I was talking to my principal, and she's taking another position, and it makes me sad because I didn't get to work with her. We was pretty much talking in her office because I am considering going into the classroom and teaching, just to make myself more marketable. Again, I love mental health. I love it. And I know one day I want my own practice. That's just what it is. But I am considering going into the classroom because I really would love to stay in education for a while. Do my practice in my own leisure time, in my own free time, just to get a bit of how do you say, the best of both worlds. So I'm considering, just to make myself more marketable, and to kind of dabble in other things, I'm considering going into the classroom. I don't know. I'm working it out right now in what's best, because right now my children are they're still so small, and so being in the school system works for me. Just at this point in my life, it works for me. When my son's in school, I'm in school. My daughter can go literally, there's a daycare that I could just walk her over to. And they're so sweet and so understanding. So just to make myself more marketable, like I said, I like the position I am, but I've considered it for a while, just to experience something different in the education, But we were talking, and I was just really voicing, some possibilities or some things that I've been thinking on, and I just love her, y'all. She is such an inspiration. Let me tell you, I have loved her since I was a kid. As a counselor, I won't go in depth, but Well, she started as a aide, like a teacher's aide, and y'all, she worked as a counselor. She's just done so much that I don't think there's anything in the school system she don't qualify for or can't do, or even outside of the school system. She started out, like I said, as an aide. She was the counselor for years. She taught English. She is now being promoted to another position. Oh, she was principal. Now she's being promoted to even higher position. And I love that. Like, I love to see women who don't let themselves get grouped into a box. And she's just been so inspiring to me, such an inspiration, and like, it's just wonderful to see, you know. And she was just really just putting me on, like kicking such encouraging words to me, and just being so encouraging. And she was letting me know that when she went, she had 3 kids, you know, but she kept going and getting her education, and not saying that whatever you're trying to do, not saying that you need the big degrees or whatever to do it. It was just always strive for more. You know, don't get comfortable, don't get complacent. And so I love, and I who knew? Like, I think I've really found my niche, at least for now. I like the education system and where I am. I'm learning. I'm still learning. Like, I'm new, and like I told y'all before, I became pregnant when I first got the job not too long, and I hadn't even had the job long, and then I discovered I was pregnant. My daughter came early, so this year was just a real whirlwind for me. But then, like I said, they were so kind. And next year I'm gonna put together a lot of ideas that I have this summer. And next year I have things that I would like to do within the school system. So I really enjoy it. I really enjoyed this year, and what I have learned. Now, do I still feel like a baby being thrown into the ocean a little bit? A lot of it, honestly, a lot of it. But I'm just gonna keep pushing and find my way. But yes, sorry. Long story short, you know, my first year of being in education is in the bag. So that is that, and I am happy. So it's just trying to decide the route I want to go, right? So yeah, we shall see. Next update is my daughter. So yeah, I didn't record. I don't think I recorded yesterday. So today is May 26th, just to reference it when she goes back and look at these videos maybe one day. That's another thing that's driving me. Like, my son, like, I want my son to have drive, to have ambition. Like, I want him to be successful, right? Both my children, like, I want to set an example for them. But it's like my daughter, I don't know if society has those same expectations for women, so we have to put those on ourselves. So I just, not that she has to follow my path, So yesterday, she snatched it out. You snatched it out today. That's your no-no, mama. That's your no-no. Herself. And she's done that before when she was intubated and had the tube down her throat. She pulls it out herself. And then, and not soon after that, she came off it. Yesterday, she snatched the nasal cannula off of her nose, and her nurse said there was nothing on her face, so she must have snatched the little feeding tube out too. But so she did that, and she breathed well with the time they had it off. They left it off so I could see, and she breathed so good without it, y'all. And so today it is out. It is out completely, and I am just so happy. I had to go to the doctor's today, and then I had to wait for someone to be able to watch my son before I could come up. But I am just so happy to get up here, see my baby girl, and she's such a beauty. Like, yesterday was the first time I'd seen my baby's face without all of the stuff attached to it, and so it just made me teary-eyed, y'all. And right now, like, it makes me emotional. This has been a journey. It has been such a journey, and I'm so proud of her. I'm so proud of how far she's come. My baby girl hit 6 pounds today, so I'm so proud. Of course, I'm ready for her to come home. I know that this has been a trying time for my son as well, because mommy's having to go and leave, but I feel like I just feel it in my heart where we're getting closer. We're closer than we were sometime before, and so we're making progress, we're making strides, and I'm so proud of my baby girl. I am. My son is a 2nd grader. He's here. School officially ended for him on yesterday. He didn't go yesterday, but I texted his teacher, and I just told her how thankful I was, and how patient I was how patient she was, and how I appreciated that. Because let me tell y'all, the boy's a little spoiled, so and he's little. Those babies are still trying to figure it out. So grant them grace. They're learning. But yes, I had to go to that school a couple times, y'all. Ooh. But yes, I just thanked her for her patience and being what he needed, right? She loves on him. She corrected him when he needed to be corrected, and I appreciate that. So again, I'm headed up here to my sweet baby girl, and I am going to get off of the camera because people get a little crazy after 5 o'clock apparently, and yeah, let me just pay attention. But I cannot wait to show you guys my sweet girl, and I cannot wait to see her being free of oxygen. Oh, and she I don't think they started the vaccinations, but I did sign the forms for her to get her vaccines. She can't, I don't even think she could go to a daycare without them. The only thing that I was really concerned about is, I don't know if it'll set her back a little bit. They did say, some babies have to go back on the oxygen after getting them, and some of them don't. It's just how she takes it. So they're not going to give her all I think it's 5. They're not going to give her all 5 vaccines at once. So they're going to split them up over the course of days. So she'll get 1 over the course of 5 days. And we are off to go home. My sweet girl had to get vaccinations tonight, but she did so good. She might have cried for 5 seconds, and she was over it after some cuddles and snuggles. Oh, and she also got her breathing treatment. So I'm so proud of her, y'all. Just talking to the nurses and the respiratory therapist about how far along she has come just makes me teary-eyed. Like, they all call her, they'll say, who is this grown woman? Like, she's just doing so good, and I'm so grateful. I'm just so grateful. But tonight was good. So today is day 1 of, I think, 5 days of shots. So she just got them tonight at about an hour ago. It's 10:03, so she got it at about 9 or around 9. So yeah, it's just day 1 is in the bag. So off to my home. I'm gonna get a little rest, get up tomorrow, wash her clothes before I come back. But yes, this video, just, I'm a proud mom today. I am a proud mom. Like, one little baby got she got discharged, and I love her mom. Like, we just became like close in there, because you know, it's you and other mommies. But I'm so glad that her baby got to go home, and I'm just so happy for them, because y'all, it's a journey. But her baby's doing so good. And then my baby's I call them her neighbors, her little next door neighbors, doing so good. So she'll probably be next. But my baby is doing awesome. Like, we have come a long way. And one thing that I know I have to keep in mind is, because it does, like, at first it like chokes, it gets to me sometimes, like, but she came, I have to remember how early she came. So I was only 24 weeks pregnant, so she came much earlier than the other babies, but she's catching up, and she's doing so good, and I'm just so proud of her. But yeah, y'all, I know this video is probably more ranting and talking, but it's just to give you guys an update that sweet girl is doing really good. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and buy the car seat anyways, like, before they even say something about a car seat test. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. But I'm just gonna end the video right here. And if you made it to the end of it, thank you so much, and thank you all for watching. Good night.